Welcome in. I'm Stacy, and thanks to Lumibricks, today we are taking a closer look at the Barbershop. This 2,557-piece set is part of the Lumibricks amazing Street Fusion theme and is a multi-format modular that contains 21 points of light and a crazy amount of printed pieces. We are Lumibricks affiliates, so you can save 10% using code SheClicksBricks, and our links will be in the description of this video. Now, let's find out if this set will be a style for the ages, or will it just be another bowl cut done by your mom? Start here at the base, and we've got the two-tone gray, and we've got studs out front, which I absolutely love for our minifigs. We have a really nice built-in bench here with a drink on it, printed windows, which are really nice, and we've got the barbershop floor that continues up to those front doors. I like the handles used here, and we've got a print here on one of the doors, double doors to go in. Another printed piece with some prices for different types of haircuts. And then the barbershop light. This is one of my favorite things. I love the red and blue and the white and how the lights go on and off kind of in an order. Really nice. We've got a printed sign here out front. And then these lights above. It's like old school neon or something. It's really, really nice. Really well done. Few different pieces that are used, but the prints look really good side by side. Really consistent. Come up to the second floor. We have a bit of a walkway here with fencing around it. And we've got a table over here and an old tire with an entrance over here, a corner door. And then in the front, we've got these beautiful printed windows. So we've got the phone number there. These pieces built on the outside are really nice to give it some texture. And then the blue and white pieces in the middle are actually printed pieces, which I really like. But building this, you build this side and then this side and then that side. And it's all one chunky piece at the end. Really, really fun to build. Probably my favorite part of the build were these two faces. Then we come up to the top and we've got some different pieces to give it a nice architecture feeling. And we've got our printed piece on the top for the barbershop. And we even have our barber. And look, he's three-dimensional. Really cool. And nice bright lights shining up on that poster. We also have another sign, printed piece that says barber, and that's a nice chunky piece here on a post attached up to the awning. We've got more studs here at the bottom. There's a garbage can provided, and it's actually on a stud, so it is not a loose piece, but it looks like it's tipped over. Some boxes, newspaper, and beautiful graffiti on this blue wall. Nice red and black steps going up to the second floor. Now you can see we do have some hinges here. That's because the fronts of this building actually open, which is really different, and can't wait to show you that. But we've got fire escape and a ladder up there, and another printed piece. Looks like maybe some kind of electrical box or something. But I love the use of the blue and the gray and the different tone blue here. On the back, we do have our power source. So we have our USB that goes right in, and we can bring it to our battery bank if we want. There's a power switch there. We also have a battery box provided. It takes 3 AAA batteries, and it also uses USB. So this would just come out of here and go right into the battery box. So either way, you do need the cord, but I love that setup. We do see a few wires here in the back. Now these floors do come apart, so all the wires stay within the floor, but I like the different color bricks that are used back here. And then over to the side, we do have hinges as well, but the back doesn't open on this set. This piece will actually open from the front, and that's why we have the hinges there. So we've got a back door here with some boxes, and then we've got a different color building here with the yellow and some windows. And then we've got a darker blue here, the little roof there with a ladder and a paint roller. We've got some more graffiti down here at the bottom on the yellow background with a broom and a recycling garbage bin. We come up to the next floor and we have some nice windows, and this is a better look at the angle of this roof. And we also get a better look of more graffiti up here, although that looks like it might be more like signage than graffiti. Comes down to that angled door, and we get to see this lighted sign from behind. Right through that window there, we can see that we have some posters or magazines in there. This is kind of cool because these windows don't actually lock in, they slide in. So this is one of my favorite things about this multi-form modular, so let's get into it. See right here, there's a little hook and there's a couple up the side. It slides open like this, and then we have our multi-form building. Not only that, the front also opens wide as well. Look at the details. This side is kind of, the floors are an extension of these rooms, but then we also have some builds in the front part, which is really cute. Now I'm also going to take this apart so we can take a look at it floor by floor. The bottom floor is opened wide. Just for reference, this is the front. So when we take a look over here, we can look right into that entryway. Nice black and white tiled floor with some brown in there for design as well. We get to see the back of the double doors, some printed piece record on the wall there, and we do have this separate little utility cart that is a separate build. It doesn't actually lock onto anything, it's loose. Then in the corner, looks like we have like a waiting area. So we have a really cool coach with some printed pieces. The printed pieces are really great. Some of them are new and some of them you might recognize from some other Lumibricks sets, the Street Fusion. But we also have a video game there. And then in the corner, we could see the back of where the magazine stand was there. Nice tiled green and white floors. And there is actually a door there that goes to the outside. See some of the light or the wire management. So there's a connector there. And then actually in behind this, you can see the light. And those are actually strip lights that are used in there. We come over to the rest of the barbershop. Look at that blue. It's fantastic. Now, one thing I want to point out about this set is that a lot of these walls are like double walls. So the wires are hidden all in behind those walls, which I thought is fantastic. So we have a connector there. We've got printed pieces all around. This actually slides right out as well, so we can get a better look. We've got another utility cart that is a loose piece. This vacuum, so simple and so cute at the same time. And then we have our barbershop chairs. So they do spin and they have those pieces in the front so that our Lumibricks figs can actually sit in there. We've got some tools here for our barber, a little counter. Inside, look at those mirrors. Great shiny pieces, the light right in between, some really fantastic printed pieces on the wall. In the corner, we have a little bench that you can lay back on to get your hair washed, the tap there. We also have the piece here at the bottom, so the Lumibricks fig can lay in there and not fall around. We've got a hair dryer, and then we have our reception counter here with a cape. So that's a material cape that you would put around when you get your hair cut so you don't get your hair on your clothes. When we were looking at the outside, I did mention there was a couple of windows that slide right out. This one does, with the bench attached right on it, which is neat. And then also over on the side, this one slides right out as well. The box is actually attached to the window. Up to the next floor. We could open the front and then open from the corner here. It's so awesome. So on the left, we have these yellow walls. We've got a ping pong table, also some paperwork on the table, because this floor is actually a lawyer's office. So when we come over to the other side, we can see that we have file cabinet with some papers on it. We've got a desk, and it actually has a chair on both sides. And we've got some stairs leading up to the next floor. And this also comes out as well. Look at all the details on this build. We've got a phone and a computer, some more stacks of paper, and we've got a water cooler. And over on the front that opens up, we've got another shelf and a copier, which I thought was a cute little build. And our top floor. Again, we can open the front. You can see the back of the sign there, and then the little builds inside. And then we open this side as well. So look at this. So we've got a bathroom, different tile on the floor there. I really like the details, even a plunger in there and a roll of toilet paper on the top. This is the door to the bathroom. And then we come inside, we have a bedroom. So this to me looks like a young man's bedroom. I know it looks like my son's bedroom used to look like, especially with the carton of milk in there. But this also comes right out. So look at the details on the back. We've got a TV, shelving all around it, books, skateboard upside down, and another door to go outside. And then this is our little bed area. So we've got a bed with a ball cap and some earphones. We've got some takeout menus on the floor. Looks like we've got a PlayStation controller there, some cars on the bottom. It's pretty cute. And then on the back over here, we have a hot dog, a clock on the wall, and we've got a microwave on the other side. So this is a very cute little apartment. We also have this piece of the roof that comes right off separately. So that actually gives us a better look inside the room, but I wanted to look at the roof. Got that water tower on top, some windows that look right down through, so it's actually a skylight. And there is one other thing I want to show you here. Okay. Before we leave this floor, remember this electrical box, which I think it is? That actually pulls out. And the reason that it pulls out is because it actually changes the TV. So you can basically change what you're watching in TV. I'm just going to pull it all the way here to show you the light that is in behind it, because it's not attached right now to be lit up, but really neat idea. I like it a lot. I'm going to get this back together, and although it opens up the way it does, it locks in nicely and it's nice and sturdy. And there's some good guides here to let you know exactly where to lock this in. There's our lights for our second floor, and then our top floor. We actually have these blue pieces that we just set these in, and it goes right on. There we go. We've got our lights. Once again, with Street Fusion, we have very nice, diverse minifigs. I love it. Our first guy is, I'm assuming, our customer. He's got on a very cool Letterman jacket, hat on backwards, a chain around his neck. Love the orange pants. The next guy, I believe, is our lawyer. Very flustered looking face. He's got glasses on, shirt and tie, suit jacket. Next lady, she also looks flustered. Maybe she's a customer of the lawyer's office, but she is so funky. The blue hair, the green jacket. You can see some cleavage in her belly button and the pink pants. And then, of course, we have Bob, our barber. His orange beard, blue tinted glasses, and his apron. And I love the detail that his apron actually comes like thigh level. Really well done. Not too many prints on the back, but I do like to take a look to give you a better look at their hairstyles. Bob actually has a ponytail. You can see a little bit of print there for his apron. Our blue hair is kind of flipped at the corner at the bottom, and then we have some print around her jacket. No prints on our lawyer, but we could see his hair from the back. And then we do have a little bit of print on the Letterman jacket. And we get to see his hat on this side. Lights out to give you a better sense of the set in the dark and the points of light. So nice and bright on the bottom floor. And then we have our barbershop sign that's flashing. And then we've got the banner sign around the front. So good. Lots of windows on the second and third floor so we can see right through. On that roof, we actually have a purple light and a blue light, which I love. It actually changes the whole look of the set in the dark. And then of course our spotlights for our barbershop sign. Come around to the side, we can see through some of the windows there. Then there is a light under the stairs as well, so that area is well lit up. And they got a couple of small windows here in the back, and the door, and then the second floor. And over here, got another window. Kind of see some light through that printed piece. And we've got another window down here. Got some light coming through for that patio area. Because this opens the way it does, I wanted to give you a good look inside with the lights out in the room as well. Got the lights around the front entrance and the waiting room. A little bit lighter or dimmer lights there with the ping pong table and the bathroom. And our bedroom, of course, is a little bit dimmer light. And we also get to see the TV now with the lights on. It's pretty cool. We've got brighter lights in the lawyer's office as well in the barbershop. This was a phenomenal build, and I am really impressed with the multi-form design of this barbershop. It adds great access to all levels of the set and definitely added to the fun of the build. The wire management is also fantastic. With wires hidden within double walls in places, it's impressive, and it also adds to the sturdiness of the structure. Speaking of structure, I have it lined up with a couple of Street Fusion sets so you can see how it fits in. I have the record store on the left and the boxing club on the right. I would love to hear your thoughts on this set. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And until next time, keep clicking those bricks.